Today's tip is all about learning and the 4 stages that there are. Just take yourself back unto a time when you were a child and having lots and lots of fun, and you'd go out travelling around in your parents' car. At that point, you were probably unaware that you didn't know how to drive a car. So you were unconsciously incompetent about driving. As you got older, you probably got to a point where you began to realise that you didn't know how to drive a car. And if you sat in the driver's seat, you wouldn't actually know what to do. At that point, you move up a stage and into the conscious incompetence stage. The next stage is conscious competence. It's where you begin to learn how to drive a car, and you have to be very, very consciously aware of what you need to do. So to change a gear, for example, you know that you've got to have your hands on the steering wheel, your feet on the pedals, and you may well need to ease off the gas, drop the clutch, put your hand down onto the gear stick, look to see which gear you're in, right, mirror, signal, manoeuvre, got to check all of those things, pull it down into the right gear, ease the clutch off, drop the accelerator down, get the biting point, fantastic, right, hand back on the steering wheel, oh hang on a second, mirror signal move, all these things that are going on, you've got to be thinking about them at all times. That's when you're consciously competent. Beyond that, and if you drive now, then you're fully aware that you don't need to think about all of those things. In fact, there are probably days when you go out and drive and you get to your destination and you don't remember parts of your journey. That's where you are unconsciously competent about achieving something. You are able to achieve those things or perform those actions in an unconscious way that you don't have to worry about it. So we've moved from being unconsciously incompetent to consciously incompetent, consciously competent, and finally unconsciously competent. Now there is actually a 5th stage, and that 5th stage is unconsciously incompetent again, because it's taking your learning to a new level. So if, for example, taking the driving situation, you are now unconsciously competent, do you know how to drive a tank? Or do you know how to fly a helicopter? At that point, you need to move to another level and probably into unconscious incompetence again. So in terms of where your business is right now, which level are you in? That's today's coaching tip, all about learning. Take care for now. Bye-bye.